I just think that the length of films increasing over the years is an industry trend. I don't think it's specific to the Oscars, right? Like if you look at Marvel films, like that Spider-Man movie, how long was that, right? Like Avengers Endgame was 3+ hours or something. I mean, mainstream films are getting really, really long. I think if we had to like find a trend that maybe this is happening because of, I would say it's probably more to do with the fact that TV is so popular right now. And so we think of movies as mini TV shows with episodes, right? And so if you have a 3-hour movie, that's likely a 3-episode arc. And it just takes that long to tell it, right? And people are so used to the structure and the way that TV moves now because we're binging it, that I think movies are essentially just getting longer.
Yeah, well, there've always been extra long movies. I mean, if you think about the prestige movies of the past, those movies are all long. Spartacus, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, and what they used to do in those movies, they'd actually have an intermission. You're too young to remember this, but when a movie like Spartacus came out, or Lawrence of Arabia, that's what I was trying to think of, or Lawrence of Arabia, or El Cid, or any of these great classic movies, they would have intermissions because they were 3 hours long or 2.5 hours long. So it's actually not that new. I think what's happened is, given our TikTok world, our attention spans have shrunk. We just we can't tolerate it, One of the challenges of watching these Korean shows is that their standard model is each episode is an hour and a half. And they have 16 episodes for most of these series. So it's like watching 16 features in a row that are all part of the same story. So their attention span's a little bit less damaged than ours. But I think that the internet, I think webisodes, I think just the nature of nonlinear streaming, and in terms of going around the internet from one thing to the next, long movies drive us crazy now. Because A, we don't have the intermission to at least go out and pee, and B, yeah, we want it, we get it, we want it quick, we want it fast, and we want to go move on. And that's kind of a recent phenomenon, actually, in terms of attention span. But actually, there have been plenty of long movies, especially ones that were looking for Oscar. Then it was worth it. Or even if you think about the big Marvel movies, I mean, some of these Marvel movies are 2.5 hours long. I mean, really, do we need to watch the Avengers for that long? I don't think so. But yet we do, because it's a big, I mean, my God, we're going to spend $300 million on this movie. We're going to give you your money's worth, But I mean, movie length is all about either ego or looking for the prestige factor. And that's why in the Oscars, you're seeing so many goddamn long movies.